Andrew Duncan here with the Duncan Duo, RE/MAX official real estate agents of the Tampa Bay Lightning, and here today to give you some real estate news and tips that you can use in your life. A lot of people right now are looking at interest rates. Interest rates have come down, they've been volatile. It's a great time to buy a home. It's a great time to sell your home and go buy another. So interest rates come into consideration a lot. You could go online, look at different online calculators, but what I'm talking to you about today is why you want to work with a local lender instead of a national lender. And a local lender like companies that we work with, we have relationships with Fairway Mortgage and Atlantic Bay Mortgage that are local lenders. What I mean by a local lender is the loan officer needs to be local to you. Okay, they need to be in your area, in your market. If they are not local to you, you're going to have some problems. And so, the online national companies, if they have a local person that you're dealing with, okay, great. But there's a lot of things that can be misleading about getting mortgage quotes and rates and information online only.
Well, I think it's very important, especially a lot of people who are out there who are looking as first-time home buyers, they're looking at what their monthly payment is. And I think when you talk to a local lender, there's things in Florida and the Bay Area that we have that other places don't have, like higher homeowners insurance rates, certain closing cost taxes, certain property taxes. And somebody who's working in our local market knows all those different nuances that somebody nationally doesn't necessarily know. And somebody who's local is going to be able to actually talk to you and say, hey, you know what? This is what you're probably going to be looking at for an average payment.
Or that might be in a flood zone.
Absolutely.
Or here's another thing that national lenders sometimes do. They send you to an online calculator. You go in, you punch in some information, shoots out a payment, and you think, oh, that's a great payment. It's lower than everyone else is quoting me, because they use a standard fake number for taxes and insurance. They can't know the taxes and insurance on a house until they have a house. So using online calculators, look only at principal and interest. Don't look at what they put for your total payment, because the taxes and insurance are a fantasy land number that they've picked out of the sky that they've used as a guesstimate. They're going to vary from every single house. So principal and interest only to determine payments. The second thing you want to look at is a good faith estimate between that national lender. They may offer you a really awesome interest rate. You may think you've got a slam dunk deal, and then you look at the loan origination and points that you're paying to get that interest rate, and your closing costs may be substantially higher because of that to buy your rate down. So you got to compare apples to apples.
I think that's really, really important. And then also, you mentioned quickly flood zones. In our area, especially flood zones, they're about to change again.
Sure.
And that drastically changes your payment. So you definitely want to make sure that you talk to an insurance person. That's why we partner with a great one, in order to check those rates, get something really accurate, plus HOAs, CDDs, stuff that they're not used to having nationally. All those things for a monthly payment is really important.
So your monthly payment is going to vary. You could have two $250,000 houses, and your payments could be completely different and considerably off because of HOAs, taxes, and insurance. So when you're working with a local lender, they can line that in a little bit closer as an estimate, and then when you get the actual house, they can line it up perfectly. But the key to that is don't fall in love with someone's payment where they're quoting you, average property taxes and insurance. And also, I think another important part of that is your debt to income ratio could qualify you. You could not qualify for a house because it has flood insurance. You go out, the national lender doesn't know that, doesn't say that to you. You go out and find out it has $150 a month extra in flood insurance, and then guess what? You can't buy it. So finding all that information, working with a local lender, they're going to prevent you from making some of those mistakes. They're going to save you time. They're going to save you money. And you know what? Local lenders have a commitment to your business. You can go and see them face to face. They want referrals from you. They're a part of the local community. A national lender that you talk to once on an 800 number, if they botch your loan, guess what? Your repercussions are pretty minimal. They don't really care if you ever refer them business because they're going to buy leads online. So they don't have a vested interest in you personally and your loan actually really closing. A local lender's chance to get it to closing and closing on time, just much greater in our experience.
You're not going to see that person out at Publix.
Exactly. The loan officer locally, they need to do a good job, and they know it. So thanks so much for tuning in. We are the Duncan Duo. You can follow us on all of our socials at the Duncan Duo, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and the official real estate agents of the Lightning. Go Bolts.